Could we have a meteor strike or La Palma falling into the sea, or both events, on December the 19th, the closest approach of Comet Atlas, 3I-Atlas, your third eye, to the Earth? I believe this is a man-made object, because in 1984 Johns Hopkins University created an artificial comet. Johns Hopkins University was instrumental in the crown bug. The crown is your head where you have your third eye. You have encounters of the third kind. You have E.T. He points to the boy's pineal gland and he says, I'll be right there. Your third eye. The three is the synthesis of the duality, enlightenment, the capstone, the crown, the corona, the keta. So your all-seeing eye. You have the meteor strike card in the Illuminati game card, and it looks like a capstone, so a third eye. So the actual meteor strike card looks like a capstone, which is the pyramidion, which is the capstone. The capstone of the Great Pyramid is missing. In ancient Egypt, they used to believe that it was created out of meteorite material. So this third eye religion believes that intelligence came to Earth via a meteorite, a stone, a monolith. So you see it in the film 2001. When the apes touch the stone, they become intelligent. They are given the duality, the knowledge of the duality. They can use it for good and evil. It takes them to the spaceship with the all-seeing eye of Hal, which is AI, and he shuts it off, realizing that if man is not spiritual, man will be trapped in material matter. So this is a journey of spiritual enlightenment through this knowledge, through this secret knowledge, which they believe is contained within the pineal gland. Now, we have this meteor strike card, which looks like a capstone. The closest approach of 3I-Atlas is on December 19th. Now, what's strange is that Jake Paul will fight Anthony Joshua. Jake Paul. So they both have biblical names. Jake means Jacob, and obviously Joshua is also an important biblical name. Now, they are comparing Jake Paul to Rocky, and they have been saying in the media that Anthony Joshua could kill him, like Ivan Drago. We have Alexander Usyk, who is world champion from Ukraine, and he calls his killer punch the Ivan Drago. Now, is it possible that Jake Paul will die on December the 19th, and he is the sacrificial fool, because Jake also means Jack, which means the fool. Is he the fool in the tarot card, this willing sacrifice? Will he be killed by a punch by Anthony Joshua in this fight? And then will the Earth be hit, avenged, with a rock? Either a meteor or La Palma. Or could it be combined disasters? Rocky. Now, Jake Paul fought Mr. T. Mr. T, Mike Tyson, Mr. T. And Mr. T is also Trump, okay? Rocky defeats Mr. T. Jake Paul is Rocky, okay? Or has been compared to Rocky. He trained for the Mike Tyson fight like Rocky did on the Philadelphia steps. Philadelphia is very important for the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America, and we have the anniversary of the United States of America. This is the end of the United States of America. And it's all connected to Trump, William, becoming king. Now, then, in Rocky IV, you have the death of Apollo Creed, the death of the sun. And you have America depicted as Babylon. And they're saying that Anthony Joshua will Ivan Drago, Jake Paul, kill him with a punch. Is it possible that Jake Paul is the willing fool sacrifice just before the summer solstice and the rebirth of the sun, Apollo Creed? And then this event, which is like a meteor strike or La Palma, signifies the rebirth. And it's all connected to the Economist magazines. We have the 2026 Economist magazine. It seems to show the world flooded, and it seems to show America at war with China. You also have a footballer that symbolises the World Cup. There is an Illuminati World Cup card where the character looks like Rodney Marsh, who made a joke about a tsunami, and he looks like Donald Trump. So you have the charismatic leader in the World Cup card, in the Illuminati game cards. Go and have a look. Now, it seems to relate, these events seem to relate to the 2017 edition of the Economist magazine, where you have Trump, where you have the Tower, you have the theses of Martin Luther, you have Charles and the Pope, reconciliation, and then you have the collapse of the Tower. You have Trump, judgment, you have the star card, which is 3I-Atlas, 3rd-eye-Atlas, you have the Hermit. Now, this is all about enlightenment. So out of the sacrifice of the fool, you become enlightened. Okay, so out of the sacrifice of the foolish nature, you become enlightened, you become third-eyed. Jake Paul, is he the sacrifice of the fool? Is it connected to 3rd-eye-Atlas, your third eye, which I believe is a man-made object? I believe all these events are man-made. Corona, crown, your third eye. Let's look at the name Jake. Jake is connected to the word Jacob, Jacob's ladder, ladder to enlightenment. Now, in medieval English, the word Jake is connected to Jack, and Jack is the fool. So this is a journey of enlightenment, your third eye. And here he is, Jake Paul, doing the rocky run at the Philadelphia steps. Mike Tyson was Mr. T. Now he's going to fight Joshua. Will he be killed by a punch by Anthony Joshua? Will it result in his death? Is Jake Paul the fool, the sacrificial fool, just before the solstice, where the sun is reborn? And this is why we celebrate Christmas about 3 days or 4 days later, and the Feast of St. John, Christmas Eve, as it is a celebration of the sun being reborn. And is Jake Paul the sacrifice of the fool in the tarot card? The journey of enlightenment up the ladder to the third eye. Because he's also, the word Jake also means Jacob. So the fight has been announced on December the 19th, the same day as you have the closest approach of Comet 3Iatlas. Here is Jake Paul compared to Rocky. Is the Rocky going to flood America in some kind of cleansing event, some kind of enlightenment event? And is it connected to the closest approach of this man-made object, Third Eye Atlas, encounters of the third kind? The third is actually a trinity. Out of the duality you get a synthesis, then you get a three, then you get enlightenment. This is about creating a new age of man, the sun reborn. And it seems that it'll be started off with this flooding event, and then we'll be at war with China. Now the winter solstice is on December 21st. So a couple of days, 3 days later, and in the UK it'll be 3:3 p.m. 33 of Freemasonry, the solstice this year, UK time. Now December 19th, if you think of December as 10, and then you have the 19, it's another reverse 9/11. So you don't count the 0, December is 10, you have the 19th, you have reverse 9/11. Is December the 19th the next 9/11 date? And will Jake Paul die on that day? And is he the fool? And the fool card on December 19th means new beginning, a leap of faith. Is this the new beginning? The sacrifice, the willing sacrifice. The Jack, who is also known as the fool, and Jake is also known as Jacob. Biblical names. It seems connected to The Economist magazine, 2026 and 2017, which has red balloons, and seems to be connected to this song, 99 Red Balloons, where it says that something is out there in the sky, detected in the summer. 3Iatlas was detected in the summer. The war machine springs to life, focusing it on the sky. So it seems to be panic bells, it's red alert. It seems to be about Third Eye Atlas. Call the troops out in a hurry. The president is on the line. 99 red balloons, high-tech fighters. Everyone's a superhero. Everyone's a Captain Kirk. Remember the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Captain Kirk. Brian De Palma, La Palma. Is Jake Paul another Charlie Kirk figure? And will he be sacrificed? The willing sacrifice of the fool for enlightenment. And it seems that after these events, there is going to be some kind of nuclear confrontation between the United States and China. So in conclusion, is Jake Paul going to die? Is he Rocky? Or is he the sacrifice, the Apollo Creed? And will he be sacrificed by Anthony Joshua? And on that day, will you have this event? And is it connected to Third Eye Atlas, its closest approach to the Earth? Thank you.